There are many different kinds of dreams. There are dreams that seem to be about past lives. The environment in the dream is from another time, an earlier age, sometimes long ago, and sometimes not. And yet in some ways those dreams seem to also reflect what is going on in our personal lives now. Dreams can be both. They can be a reflection of something that might have happened in a previous life, situations that weren't finished, that we didn't have an opportunity to live to the fullest. And so those come back for another opportunity in our present life. And the dream maker blends them together so that we can see what was and what is, so that we can pick up those unfinished threads and live them out now. Dreams are faceted. They do more than one thing. A single dream does not have a single linear meaning. In fact, dreams are complex. We can't look at a dream like a formula, like if I figure out this image and add it to this image, it means this. Dreams have mega messages. In every dream, there is a mega message. And sometimes the whole meaning of the dream unravels or hangs on one word. And as we spin that out, the whole dream reveals itself. It's like everything else in the dream is a bit player lending its bit, but it is not the main character. And then there are those predictive dreams, those psychic dreams that tell us something before it happens, give us a warning about what's to come. Sometimes they will warn us about people, that maybe someone is not exactly as they seem. And sometimes they warn us about events that are literally on the road tomorrow. I had one like this, in which I dreamed of a car crash, and I took it seriously, and the next day I was due to go over the mountains to a contract job that I had once a week. So I went, and as I was coming back, I thought about the dream, and I stopped at a creek and decided to pray. So every time I started to go back to the car, I just felt this amazing reluctance. I went back to the creek. This happened 3 or 4 times. And the last time when I started to get in the car, I heard sirens. What had happened is further up the hill, a truck had wrecked. And the way it had wrecked is to fall sideways and slide down all 4 lanes. So any car that had been coming in its path would have been demolished. That's an example of a very specific precognition and warning dream. And I think we have these all the time. The dream maker really wants to help us avoid those things that ought not to be part of our lives, trouble that we would be best to avoid. It can talk to us about jobs we ought to take, people we ought to hang with, things we ought to do, things we ought to purchase. Dreams can form, if you start listening to them, a very short feedback loop about what your best interests are. And then there's those repetitive dreams, aren't there? Those dreams where the same people show up over and over, like the same actors in a play. The dream maker is trying very earnestly when this happens to get a message over. They are trying to show a dynamic. They are trying to show how something is working in your life. Sometimes, when this is happening for me, or when other people come to me with their dreams, and this is happening to them, and I am confused as well, we will simply ask the dream for more clarity. We'll say, I don't understand. I don't understand why this figure keeps showing up in this way. Help me out here. Offer me a different way to look at this. If you make that kind of request of your dreams, and you have a genuine respect for the dream maker and your dreams, they will answer. And sometimes their answer is amusing. The dreams love puns. They love plays on words. But they will work with you if they know that you are engaged with them. Childhood dreams are another kind of dream that are worth noting and worth remembering as adults. They're powerful, intense dreams very often that travel with us all of our lives. They often occur when some trauma has happened in the child's life and something had to be left behind in order to survive. Something that wasn't safe in the family, in the culture, in the context of the individual's life. And these gifts, often, these strengths, are put down. Wisely so, because they aren't tolerated. But there comes a time in our lives when these figures very often return and want to have a conversation. They want you to pick up the gift again, to pick up what was left behind so that you can be whole. But sometimes when they first appear, they appear as nightmares. They appear as nightmares in part because they came to be associated with survival strategies. They were put away by a wise child in a struggle to survive. So when these figures come back and these nightmares occur, it is a time of great gift. It's a time, a powerful time, a time to pick up what was laid aside. Visit me at Dream Talk with June. I would be happy to talk to you about your dreams. Thank you.